So I don't think there's really an appreciation for what Israel has just achieved in the last few days with regard to Syria and Syria's weapons, chemical weapons, depots, their air defense missile systems, and what Israel's done to degrade them. First of all, because they have no idea who the rebels are, and it's likely that they will have jihadist, Islamist intentions against Israel, and so, as the Talmudic adage goes, if someone rises to kill you, kill them first. In this case, get rid of their weapon storage. So it's totally justified what they've done, but I don't think it's fully appreciated the extent of tactically what Israel has achieved. And I want to read to you the words of Hillel Fuld, who said, quote, "I'm so darn proud of Israel right now. I'm so proud to be part of this remarkable country right now. I don't care what your political opinions are. I don't care what you think of Netanyahu and his government. I could not care less. What Israel has pulled off in this past week is nothing short of spectacular. And almost no one understands the extent of it. Forget military capabilities. Forget F-16s and F-35s. Forget Merkava tanks and military intelligence. Forget all of it. Without strategy, none of that can win a war. And the strategy of the IDF in this war, and especially in this past week, is unprecedented, historic, and monumental. Israel's strategy in this war, and specifically as it pertains to Assad falling and Syria, is mind-blowing. Hear me out. What is Israel's ultimate goal now? Who is Israel's primary target? Iran, and specifically Iran's nuclear facilities, right? So first, we take out all of Iran's proxies. Then we eliminate Iran's aerial defense systems. But we still had a problem. Syria. Flying through Syria's airspace was risky and dangerous. Why? Syrian Air Defense Array, SADA for short, which was considered to be amongst the most advanced, dense in the world with modern Russian systems, was quietly but efficiently destroyed by the IDF over the past few days. SADA had fired hundreds of missiles at Israeli aircraft over the past few years and has been a massive issue for Israeli aircraft and missiles entering into Syrian airspace. The IAF has put focus on two specific systems, the Russian SA-18 Buk and the SA-22 Pantsir, which are both responsible for shooting down a number of Israeli missiles and munitions over Syria in the past few years. Since Assad's fall, the IAF can now report they have destroyed at least 80%, 80, of the SA-18 systems and a whopping 86% of the SA-22 systems. In addition, 90% of the Syrian inventory of the MiG-29 and 80% of their Sukhoi 24 were also destroyed, representing 61% of the Syrian Air Force's strike aircraft. According to estimates, 86% of Syria's air defense systems have been destroyed. This marks a significant shift, as Syria, once a major threat to Israeli Air Force planes due to its dense anti-aircraft missile system, now poses far less of an aerial threat, making Syrian airspace considerably safer and more accessible for flights. The Israeli Air Force has struck over 500 targets, using over 1,800 munitions in the past few days. And these choices were deliberate. The systems targeted, and now destroyed, are the most advanced ones, and ones that pose the most threat to Israeli strike aircraft using Syrian airspace to carry out their most important mission since 1948, the destruction of Iran's nuclear program. Additionally, 90% of Syria's MiG-29 aircraft and approximately 80% of its Sukhoi 24 planes have also been destroyed, resulting in an overall 61% reduction in the Syrian Air Force's operational capacity. So it turns out that Israel wasn't just indiscriminately bombarding Syria to prevent Assad's weapons from getting into the hands of the rebels. The IDF, per the political leadership's orders, was very deliberate and strategic about what it was attacking and destroying. Israel has now removed any and all obstacles that would have posed a threat in a possible attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. Iran has no aerial defense systems because of what Israel achieved a few months ago, bombing their aerial defense systems. Hezbollah is mostly a thing of the past. Which is mental, by the way. I'm just to pause Hilal's words. People were saying when it came to Hezbollah, it's going to be a deeply bloody war with non-combatants killed, many, hundreds, thousands even on both sides, because Hezbollah just have so many weapons. What Israel's done with the pager attack and the walkie-talkie attack, this is the stuff of Hollywood films. I don't even think Hollywood would dare to write such a script, because they'd say it sounds so outlandish. So Hezbollah's mostly a thing of the past. Hamas is done. And Syria can't stop Israel from flying through its airspace anymore. Now all that's left to do is decide when Israel attacks Iran. Not if, when. And let's also not forget, by the way, some of the remarkable eliminations and assassinations of Hamas terror chiefs, specifically Ismail Haniyeh, inside of Tehran itself. I mean, think about it. Just after October 7th, people were thinking Israel's in really dire straits. And Israel has dramatically turned the tables of deterrence, of eliminating enemies in the last year. It's as historic, if not more, than all of Israel's other great wars and operations. Hilal continues, following the IDF's unprecedented attacks on the remainder of Assad's military forces, the IDF has conducted an assessment and now believes that there is an opportunity to attack Iran's nuclear facilities. The IDF, in conjunction with the Mossad, is now carrying out what is described as a preparation process in order to present the political echelon with a viable plan for an attack on the Iranian nuclear facilities. In history books, right alongside the War of Independence, the Six-Day War, and the Yom Kippur War, there will be many chapters written about what Israel has pulled off in 2024. How Israel slowly and strategically handicapped the Iranian regime by proxy, and then in a surprise attack brought the final blow on Iran, eliminating all its nuclear facilities that it had been working on for decades. That final step, the attack on Iran, is all that's left to do. And if I'm seeing this right, it's right around the corner. If you, at any point in this war, asked yourself if Israel is as strong and powerful as it once was, you just got your answer. We are infinitely smarter and stronger than ever before. I can't wait to watch the movie. Who will play Netanyahu, he says. I think it's important to remember, though, that as much as Israel has shown incredible ingenuity, we mustn't also forget to understand that there is a divine orchestrator, and understand that as much as we can put our efforts into things, if we don't have God's blessing, things can easily turn for the worse. We saw what happened just in the blink of an eye, what happened when Israel caught her eye off the ball with regard to Gaza. Operations can go wrong. We've seen that happen on both sides. They can succeed, they can fail. We have to put in our effort. And yes, the ingenuity is brilliant. But we mustn't forget also to know who it is that blesses the work of our hands. And it's been a remarkable year. And it's important to remember that whatever Israel does, however quickly and decisively or strategically or whatever it is the pace at which she does things, she has every right to eliminate any security threats. If someone's trying to kill you, you have every right to go after them first. Now, if you've made it so far in this video, I have a really important video message to share with you. It's very short, but I think if you've been watching this, which means you're engaged with our content, you appreciate what we're doing, have a watch of this. The world is full of lies.
That Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu bear criminal responsibility.
The truth is under attack.
Which river, which sea? So you don't know the answer.
From the media to the UN to celebrities, lies reign supreme. But the thing about the truth is that no matter how dark a room of lies, if you light one candle of truth, it can light up the whole room. That's why I created JTV, the global Jewish YouTube channel. We have been lighting the flame of truth on social media. We believe that the key to defeating anti-Semitism isn't just in fighting the hate, but it's about creating pro-Semitism and sharing the truth. There's nothing inevitable about anti-Semitism. We just need to tell our story with confidence, pride and love. We believe that telling the truth, exposing the lies, and sharing the wisdom and beauty found within the Jewish story and the ideas of Judaism can transform the world. We're reaching millions of people all around the world from all backgrounds and perspectives. Every day we are transforming people's views about Israel, Jews and Judaism. How do we know? Because they tell us. But there's so much more we can do. It's time for us to build a team to accelerate our growth and produce way more content that can appeal to even more people. We want to hire more presenters, start doing documentary series, and way more. And if we do that, JTV will start competing with the other big media players who peddle anti-Israel narratives. And that's where you come in. I'm asking you to please partner with us on our journey to spread the truth to the entire world by donating whatever you can to this fundraiser. Together, we will harness the power of social media to shine the light of truth to the whole world. Thank you so much for your support. So that's our video. I'm sure if you're watching this, you appreciate what we're trying to do. Our campaign is now live. We're trying to share the truth about Israel with a world that doesn't seem to understand or is being told all kinds of lies by the other side. We're trying to create positive associations with Jews and Judaism by creating pro-Semitism. If you believe in this mission, and I'm sure you probably do, because you've been seeing our impact, you've been watching our videos, it's easy just to not click on the link and scroll and move on. But if everyone that's watching our videos just contributed and chipped in a little bit, the impact would be massive, and we would really have the tools to scale our growth to compete with the anti-Israel equivalents online. So please do click on that link in the video description, and you really will partner with us in sharing the truth with a world that desperately needs it. Thank you so much.